Hello there. First of all, well done for clicking on this video. Taking the steps to quit smoking is, hard. It takes a lot of guts, really, to be honest with you, to try and quit. It was something that I never thought I could do, but I have. And there is two main things you have to do to quit smoking. Otherwise, you won't ever quit. They are two things that you will do when you quit smoking. Now, some people do it without even knowing that they're doing it. Some people, make that choice. Basically, the two things you have to do to quit smoking. Fair enough, you can try patches, try the inhalers, try everything. I tried everything. I tried e-cigs, patches, and I didn't get on with any of them really. But the main two things you have to do, I'll try and keep this video really short. The main two things you have to do is, the first thing you have to do when you're smoking a cigarette, you have to start off with, you have to tell yourself that you don't actually need one, you just want one. So all them times you get stressed out and you feel like you need a fag, we've all been there. God, I need a fag. You go and have a fag. So yeah, that's the first step that anyone has to do to quit smoking. Is for a few weeks, hold off from needing a fag. Just keep telling yourself you want one. Now this can go on for ages. It has to get to the point where you choose to have a fag and not you feel like you need one. That's the first step. Whether you're on patches, whether you're on anything else that's going to help you cut down, that is the first step that you need to do, consciously, subconsciously, to let yourself know that you don't actually need a cigarette ever, you just want one. So once you've done that and you feel comfortable, you can then start telling yourself that you actually don't want one. So that's the second part, is telling yourself when you feel like you want one, you don't actually want one. Decide against it, and you can go on and do that for however long as you want until you're comfortable that you can tell yourself that you don't actually want one. It sounds pretty crazy, weird, I don't know, but they're the two things you need to do to quit smoking. And once you get to the point where you don't actually want one, you just make a promise. There's three things actually you need to do to quit smoking. You need to make someone a promise who you love and care about a lot that you'll never smoke cigarettes or whatever again. And that's what I did, and from that day I've never smoked a roll up again because I made a promise. So there's three things you need to convince yourself that you don't actually need one, you just want one. And then once you just feel like you want one and you don't actually need one, is you just tell yourself you don't want one. And this can go on, I was quitting smoking for about a year, on and off, trying different things, and then at the end, this is the process that I did, and here I am over it, well, coming up for a year later, and I don't smoke. I've never smoked a roll up since. And just to let you know that you never get rid of the craving. We've just replaced a craving that we had in life with smoking, and it never goes away. So just be prepared for that, but just convince yourself that you don't need one, you just want one, and then convince yourself you don't want one, and it's a choice then, and then you just don't have them. So yeah, that is the main way of quit smoking, the only way, to be honest with you, and some people do it without even knowing that they do this. So please share this video, and let's get this stoptober and help people quit smoking.